Alright gang, I have no idea if this is working. If it is, someone do me a favor and send me a comment. Still trying to figure this out. Can't tell if I'm live or not. I'm going to go into the assumption that I am live, although I have no idea if I am. Can't tell if there we go. I'm going to go into the assumption. There we go. I think it's now working. So, for those of you that drop in during this live broadcast, thank you. I'm thinking maybe there's a buffer. Maybe there's a bit of a buffer, and that's what I'm not used to. You're gonna have to bear with me. This is a bit of a learning curve. So, welcome to the YouTube live show. Beginner here, trying it out. Literally just last minute decided, hey, this would be a good idea. Let's give it a try. Now, I'm not exactly sure how this is going to work out, so you guys are going to have to, bear with me. I'm not exactly, I guess there's a buffer going on. I'm not sure. You guys seem like you can see me, so that's a plus, but I'm not sure how real time it is. We're going to go with it. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and talk a little bit about it came across my stream a couple times literally in the past couple days, and I thought, hey, let's have a chat and see how it's going. So we're going to talk about the number one reason why nurses leave the profession. And this is my little me humble opinion, so I'm pretty sure there's a lot more reasons out there. But this seems to be a reoccurring theme, and my reason can be applied across all genres, can be applied across all specialties, doesn't matter where you work. So I thought, let's go ahead and chat with the crowd. It's late Friday afternoon. Everybody's on YouTube, right? Right? Sure. So the number one reason why nurses leave the profession is lack of support. And this could be in any aspect of their career. Doesn't matter where you are in your career, doesn't matter how far along you are in your career, you could literally just be starting your career. You literally could still be a nurse. Does not matter. You got to have support. And let me be clear, the support does not have to be professional support. It could be a lack of support in any aspect of your life. It could be professional or personal. I was blessed, I was very lucky to not only have support from my profession, but I also have a lot of support at home. And you only have to do this job for a hot minute, and you realize you need all the support you can get because you're going to have a lot of bad days, and you're going to have to figure out how to bounce back from all those bad days. I did a video, I've done a number of videos that talk about your emotional bank. And the number one reason, in my opinion, that nurses burn out and leave the profession or don't finish being part of the profession, meaning they quit school, is a lack of support. It's a lack of support from their colleagues, their friends, their peers, their supervisors, their leadership. It's a lack of support from ancillary staff. It's a lack of support from, unfortunately, the physician community. Yes, lack of support across all platforms. If you don't have some sort of support in this job, you're going to burn out. You will completely burn out. Looks like we have a couple people in the live feed, so I must be doing something right. Want to say hello to C Love and hello to Candy and Lady Nottingham. Sarah says she should be studying for a neuro test, but she'd rather be hanging out here. Sarah, thanks for hanging out. We're talking about the number one reason why nurses leave the profession. And it has to do with, in my opinion, lack of support. And that support is across all boards. So the most important kind of support is the support you get at home. And the reason why I say home support is the most important is that jobs are going to come and go. Jobs and school and different specialties of choice. It's going to, the different, as the years progress, your comfort level and your skill level is going to change. Your expertise is going to change. That will always be in flux. But the support you get from home, or the lack of support you get at home, is really going to be the tipping point in your career. I'm not saying that people got to kiss your ass. I'm not saying that you're going to have to find people that are going to understand your job. You're just going to have to communicate with your family, your friends, anyone in your personal life, and that could also be coworkers. Anyone in your personal life is going to have to at least understand what you're going through. They're going to have to at least acknowledge what you're going through. Maybe you're lucky and those who are in your personal life are actually doing the job as well. So then it becomes pretty easy. That's why I think I've had it easy, is that my support at home, she's also a nurse. She's also been a nurse as long as I've been a nurse. So there's sometimes I don't have to say a word. I could literally just walk in the door, don't have to say a thing, and she can just look at me and she'll know not to talk. Or she'll know that I want to talk. That's also having a good relationship with your spouse, so that's totally different. But it's applicable. You got to have support at home. Lady Nottingham says, I've already seen a few classmates separate from their spouses due to their demands in nursing school. Heather says, after some of the long nights being about come home and not have to deal with it at home, absolutely. And I think that's a huge take-home message that Lady Nottingham, although I bet that's not your real name, and Heather is pointing out, is that you have the stresses of the job that can literally beat you to death. And then you got to come home and worry about the stresses at home. I'm not saying that you're going to be able to go home and not be able to deal with your home life, but there are just some days where you don't want to come home and have to deal with it. So you just come home and you just want to exist. Maybe you want to have that bottle. Maybe you want to have that beer or that glass of wine. Maybe you just want to have the ice cream in the freezer. Maybe you just want to order out. I don't know. Take your pick. Your home life has to at least acknowledge it. They don't have to be the most empathetic person. They don't even have to walk the walk, talk the talk. They don't even have to be in healthcare, although that could help. They just have to be understanding of how stressful your job can, will, and continue to be. Real quick, short test of the Facebook Live. Probably a complete failure, but I'm giving it a try. I've done the live broadcast elsewhere. It was time to try. It was time to jump out of Facebook and try it here on YouTube. I don't know. It's different. It's kind of different. Heather says she wants a mimosa Netflix. Not a problem. Whatever works for you. I want to thank everyone who hung out with me during this completely spontaneous and out of the blue YouTube Live. I'm pretty sure it saves it to my channel. So if you have any comments, you have anything you'd like to add, by all means, leave me a comment down below. If you're catching this on the fly, if you're catching this recording, thanks for joining me. We'd love to hear from you. And, of course, I'm hoping that you'll subscribe to the channel. It's really all I got, folks. Happy Friday to you, and enjoy your weekend, because I'm working.